Well, the only thing that this didn't come with is a hammer. And so I'm gonna set it up for the first time out in the wild, and we'll see how this goes. Put my hammer over here by the tree. Won't need it for a minute. These straps, remember, are loose. So I'm gonna clip them together. So if I lose them all. And I got one more strap, the one that goes around the tin itself. Just wanna make sure I find all that stuff and put this back together correctly. And remember, the pouch on the side has got the stakes and stuff like that in it. And find the top. That's the door and spare parts that fell out. I forgot there's 2 more releases on each end. I forgot to release them. Won't throw that too far because I'm going to need it. So it unfolds like that. And telling myself a little bit, I had trouble putting it back, folding it back up after the last video. I had to go back and watch Lars. He also, apparently the first time, had some trouble. But you got to reach up at the top and pull it down like an umbrella. And so that was pretty crazy. It was up for, I emailed Lars. I said, the subject line of the email said, "Don't laugh." I asked him how to get it back down. He laughed at me. Lars is a good guy. If you guys haven't went over to Survival Russia yet, checked out his channel, you're missing out. Come on now. This tent wants to be up so bad I won't even lay flat for a minute to let me put it up. All right, so you'll step through one of the doors to put it up. I'll step through this one. My wife was watching. This is pretty crazy. You ready, Becca? Is it caught on something? A tree or something? So I gotta figure out what it's not quite out over here. There we go. Pretty crazy, ain't it? It is crazy. One thing I didn't point out before, I better stake this thing down before I talk too much more. We'll start on the wind side. Again, these are the best factory stakes I've ever seen. Okay, so I'm 5'10", so it's a little tough reach to fold the windows back, the outside, if you want the breeze to come through. So before you get it staked in, and there's plenty of slack in the floor, so you don't have to zip the floor in before you stake it up. But you might want to adjust the windows the way you want them. So there's a lot of bugs out this time of year in Florida. that's the basic setup. I haven't tied the guy wires on yet, but some stuff I didn't know. I didn't know if how far I pulled it out, if that would tighten up the floor so much I couldn't put it in, but there's still plenty of slack in the floor. And I love it because the floors run up a few inches. That way if it were raining or something, you don't have to worry about those zippers seeping water in. There's no forecast for rain while we're here, but you know, what's the forecast worth? I haven't tied the guys down yet, but I'm not sure if I will. I'll see how windy it is and how much the tent might boop, 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 boop. Something I didn't show you before. This thing, and if you got a couple of tent poles or a couple of trees to tie it to, this can be like a little porch or sunshade kind of thing, something like that for you. Just like that, you know, just a last ditch effort to keep out the rain or whatever before you get in there. So it's pretty windy out here today, as you can see, and I didn't put the guy lines on it, and you can see it kind of puffing a little bit, but it's not beating it up unnecessarily or anything, and it's not noisy inside, and so it's really good in that respect. So we stayed in it last night, and it got down not cold at all. I mean, not a good test for this tent at all. Got in the mid 60s. So we could have just slept outside. We could have just slept straight on the ground last night, but I wanted to leave it up today in the wind and see how it reacted. We just got the ground stakes on, and it's fine. Like I said, it moves a little bit. And I'll probably go ahead and put the guy lines down tonight if the wind continues. But this was good for a good little test, and it's plenty of room. It's a really nice tent. Really nice tent. So I have my red headlamp on doing this. That's why the reflectors are red. But, just doing kind of a walk around here. It's holding up nice. I still haven't put the guy wires on it, but it's doing really nice. And looking forward to another night in it. Looking forward to getting out in the wintertime and putting the stove in it and all that stuff. But really a neat tent. I'll turn the white light on for a second. But really a neat tent. We're really enjoying it.